All right. And this is my styled page for week 8. I have I have an external styled web page for no, not web page. It's external file for my CSS. I have my styled home page, a styled contact page, and a styled about page. My home page, I decided to turn my links to my other web pages into a div so that I would be able to call upon it easier whenever I go into styled CSS. Um, then I spent about 30 minutes wondering why this link wasn't working whenever I was going through stuff. Ended up having to look it up for the information, and I like literally copied this into my browser and was like, why is this not working? Turns out if you put S behind style sheet and do style sheets, it won't go through. If you put instead of REL and go REF, it won't work. But if you're looking for long enough, you can't really tell. So I spent about a good 30 to 40 minutes trying to figure that one out. It was very frustrating, but I figured it out. I switched between IDs and classes for these, but I have my ID first text and I have my class center. Um, I called it center because I wanted to move the image to the center, but I ended up not moving it to the center. I just floated it to the right. So, um, but it looks pretty good whenever I did it. So I called upon my navigation, called upon first text, and I copied all 4 of these and I pasted them multiple times because I wanted to use the same styling throughout each page. So I just copied and pasted and changed it to like instead of info 1, info 2, or paragraph 1, paragraph 2, or center 2, center 3, stuff like that. And then the only one that was different was price, just because I wanted it to be, you know, make sense to what was being said. So, like, this is a paragraph, right? But paragraph 3 is saying that this is the third paragraph that I've gone across or come across. Not gone across. I have, I'll go through on my centers. I have a float right and a height for each. And then this is where I just decorated my tables. I didn't create any classes or IDs for my tables or forms because I wasn't going to have multiples of those. I just needed to call upon those directly because there was no reason to make a class or an ID for those. And plus, I wanted them to look the same, so there's no reason to make a table heading class or ID because I could just be like, oh, I want these to look like this. And then I wanted to create a hover color, and for every even color, I wanted it to be rosy brown. Um, I used an external website to look at the colors that I could use on here, which were, let's see if I can bring it up. Perhaps can't see anything. I'm looking at headphones. CSS colors. So yes, W3 schools. And I went through here and then just any color that I saw and I liked and kind of matched my website I used. Um, right. And we can just open this up on my default browser, show you what it looks like. So I actually struggled with making this header in the center for an unknown reason. I was calling upon I was adding a class to each of these, and then I went into styled web CSS, and instead of calling upon navigation, I just put them all with commas. And I had this exact same, all of these right here, and the color was not, well, the text align was not working. Um, I didn't see a reason why it wasn't working. So instead of just calling upon all 3, I assumed it was a bug. So, or something of the matter. And instead of calling upon all three because I assumed that I was making a mistake or something wrong with that, I just changed them all to navigation and called upon them for nav. But here, let's go back to my website. Right, and I have the keyboard. This keyboard I received from Amazon has been a slice of luxury. I have my pictures here, and then I changed the font to white on 40 bucks. And then I have my contact. Contact me for your review. It's all nice and pretty over here. Got my hover colors. I actually enjoyed doing this. It's really fun. Just picking and choosing colors and seeing what would look good. My main thing that I would want to do in the future is make sure that I can take out like the whites edges so that I can make the website prettier. Yeah, but that's what I did. I hope you enjoy looking at my website. I enjoyed making it. I really, really do enjoy my form. Uh, I think it looks a lot prettier than what I had before. But yeah, there we go. Go on.